Now here's one way to transfer what's called longevity risk. It's called a Single Premium Immediate Annuity. Anybody ever heard of that? What the Single Premium Immediate Annuity, or SPIA, it's easier for me to say SPIA, it's a guaranteed lifelong income to cover basic expenses. So you get a fixed income payment for the rest of your life. There are reasons for buying it, and there are reasons for not buying it. So reasons for an immediate annuity. If you have lower retirement savings, this will help give you a personal pension. If you have problems with budgeting, if you have a low risk tolerance, you don't want to be in the market, you just want to take an income every year. If you have good health and you're expected to live a long life because your family had long life expectancy, and if you're willing to give up control of your money. Because with a SPIA, you give your money to the insurance company and they pay out that money for the rest of your life. Now, one thing you don't want to do, if you ever take a SPIA, you don't want to do what's called a life-only payout. Life-only payout is bad. Because if I take a life-only payout today and I die tomorrow, guess who won the bet? The insurance company. So I gave them $1 million. They paid me one paycheck. I die tomorrow. They got my $1 million. So if you do a SPIA, you always want to do what's called life with period certain, if you want to write that down. And you can ask your insurance guy about that. Life with period certain. So what that means in English is that I'm going to take it for at least, let's say, 20 years, or the rest of my life if I live longer than 20 years. Or I could do it on joint lives. I could do it on my life and my wife's life, whoever lives longer. And again, guys, who lives longer? Guys? The wives. The wives live longer. So if you ever do a SPIA, before you decide what payout, you really want to look at all the options. Usually there's probably about 10 different options. I'm just giving you 2. Life only or life with period certain. You could do a 10-year, you could do a 20-year. But that way, if you pass away prematurely, your family would get paid for the remainder of that time period. Does that make sense? Reasons against an immediate annuity. If you already have high retirement savings, you probably don't need a SPIA. If you're disciplined in your spending, you don't need it. If you're willing to take the risk in the market, you don't need it. If you have poor health, if you're unwilling to lose control of the money. So again, there are no perfect investments in the world. You know, everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to buy this and it's going to cure all my financial needs. There are no perfect investments. You have to balance your portfolio.